Hello, my name's Paula and I'm the SEND Transition Coordinator here at West Suffolk College. We're going to have a little bit of a look at all the different SEND pathways that are going to be available to you so you know a little bit more about them and to help you with your decision making process. The SEND pathways available at West Suffolk College are Pathway to Adulthood, Pathway to Employment, Supported Internships, Pathway to College, Pathway to Achieve and our Vocational Pathways. You'll hear a little bit more about each of those as we go through this presentation. Within our supported learning provision here at West Suffolk College, we have Pathway to Adulthood. All of our pathways are co-created with students and staff working closely together to make sure everyone is working towards meaningful goals for them and thinking about preparing for their next steps across their learning journey. Pathway to Adulthood is for pre-entry, entry level 1 students that are thinking about planning and preparing for moving into adulthood and living as independently as possible in the future. Students on Pathway to Adulthood will explore, develop and apply the skills that they need to express themselves, feel more confident doing so, work positively with others on a range of different projects towards different individual goals, but also sometimes shared team goals as well. They also have many opportunities built in to engage in across the college campus when this is possible and in the community as well. Practice independent living skills in the training flat that they've got as well, which is hugely valuable and important to have that chance to really get hands-on and feel much more confident and better about undertaking the tasks that you can do for yourself and find out the ones where you need a little bit of help and support with. On our Pathway to Employment programme here at West Suffolk College, which is mainly for entry level 2 and 3 students, we work really hard with students as a team to try and help them explore, develop and apply skills they need to progress on to work related learning and opportunities. So on this programme you'd be thinking about planning and preparing for your next steps, perhaps to move on to paid employment or an apprenticeship or possibly a supported internship as well, which we'll discuss that option a little bit later. Students are focusing on this pathway on becoming more independent in their learning, life and work skills and different situations and scenarios, undertaking work related roles and gaining experience of having that role and taking on those responsibilities and working with other people as well and employers. Looking at working towards those shared outcomes as a team and taking on new challenges and working on different ways of overcoming those and problem solving to find those positive solutions, which is something we all do a lot in life and particularly in our work roles as well. There is also an option for some students to, if they are in need of a little bit more support and time to get ready for Pathway to Employment, to go on to our Learning for Work programme. These students also use the training flat in Minden House so that they can practice those daily living skills and things like that, but also gain experience from projects and events that they do to build up the employability skills that they will need to move on to the Pathway to Employment. Our supported internship programme here at West Suffolk College is for students with EHCPs who have shown and displayed and have good evidence behind them through their learning journey that they're ready to engage with an employer. It can be a next step for someone that's completed our Pathway to Employment programme, or sometimes students that have been on with an EHCP that have been on a mainstream programme and want to then build their skills and link more to the world of work and be supported towards that end goal. Our supported internships provide an opportunity for students to take on job roles in fully functioning real workplace settings where and when possible. Obviously things have been quite challenging this year, but we've thought about how to adapt the programme to make sure that students are still working with employers and taking on real working roles and responsibilities with the objectives and deadlines and working together to make all of those things happen, but with the support in place that they need to feel confident and make the progress that they want to towards their individual goals. Whilst our interns are on their programme, they'll take on a range of different roles and responsibilities and be working positively with co-workers and employers towards shared outcomes and goals that are work related. They also are focusing very much on becoming more confident and independent in workplace situations, and again working through those problems, finding solutions, finding ways of working with other people that is best for them, and also helping other people find ways of working which is best for the student. Because of this being a kind of triangle with the student and employer and the college, each student has their own employability coach working with them, who's specially trained to be able to support them within their workplace and also help employers understand and adapt to different ways of working to really help our young people, and to work with a student to understand and meet the team, the employer and who they're going to be working with, and break down those day-to-day work tasks that they're going to have so that they gradually build more and more confidence, and then the employability coach will step gradually back a little bit so that they might be in an office to the side of the workplace and observing for a little bit. And really the idea is that the more confident you become on this programme in your workplace setting and with your employer, the more the employability coach will leave you to become more independent in your work role.
Hello, my name is Kelly and I'm the Inclusive Programme Coordinator here at West Suffolk College. Pathway to College is designed for those with an EHCP who may be experiencing a range of complex barriers and are not yet able to access one of our other pathways. Each Pathway to College programme will look different depending on the individual's needs and barriers that we will support them to better manage with a view to overcome. Pathway to College enables students to develop their confidence, expressing themselves and gently extending their comfort zone and feeling more ready for new and different learning experiences. Each student will have a learning mentor who will support them in planning their next steps, which may well be coming to college. Pathway to Achieve is designed to help students feel more comfortable and confident in coming to college. Our group sizes are very small, which allows for a lot of support for the students from their tutors. We focus on personal development, employability, English and maths. We also spend a lot of time on transition support, looking at your possible and positive next steps.
So our vocational pathways are really options out there across college for mainstream courses for students working towards level 1 or above who are feeling ready to engage in a mainstream vocational programme, and that includes everything that we'll be advertising in our prospectus. And if you want to know more, there's obviously chances all the way through the year to speak to those vocational teams, look on the website, do some research, see careers advisors here at the college to find out a little bit more when you're trying to make your mind up. But one thing that I can assure you of is that there will be the support in place for you, whatever you may choose to go on to study here, to help you with your personal and social development, your learning styles, managing your time effectively, and all of those things that we tend to worry about before we come on to our next stage of learning. Take the worry away. You will have specially assigned learning mentors within your vocational area if you progress onto a mainstream course here, who will be there to support you with any elements that you might be having more difficulty with and support you through that learning journey. On our vocational pathways, whichever one you may choose, obviously you would be focusing on your subject and industry, your vocational area of choice. You'd follow a planned progression route for English and maths as well, whether it's functional skills or GCSEs, and you'd be preparing for your next steps as well, perhaps the level on, or it might be that you move towards more of an employability focused option for your next step, such as an apprenticeship. It could be that you have lots of progression steps throughout your journey here at West Suffolk College and you actually go on to our higher education, or it might be that you move into work. Whatever it is that you want, whatever goal you have at the end of your learning journey, we're all here to help you along the way each step. Okay.